are now watching Keshia TV, baby. Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's your girl, Keshia Town from hometown. VA all day, all up in your face. And today, not tomorrow, today's video is going to be about my dreadlocks. I'm doing a little question and answer because I've been getting a lot of Q&A about my dreads, and people asking me questions, people that are interested in getting dreads, or people who are actually already have dreads. So I think that I will go ahead and make this video so I can just lay it all down on it to you raw, lay it all down, let you know the Q&A, the real deal about my dreadlocks and the journey that I had to go on to get these locks. Yes, baby, yes. So the first question that I received was, Keshia, when did you start your dreads? How long have you had your dreads? Okay, I had them for about 2.5 years now. I started them off, they were really short. Actually, my hair was long, but it had like a lot of perm in it because I always wore my hair like relaxed or whatever, not perm, relaxed. And it had a lot of relaxer in it, so my hair was really straight. And I wanted to make it a little kinky so that my dreads will go ahead and actually lock. Because the locking process is the hardest process when you are starting your dreadlocks. That is the hardest process to do. So once I had got them to lock, which took about, I ain't gonna lie, it took a little bit over a year because at first my hair, I was kind of hair, I like to wash my hair every day, and I couldn't wash it every day because I had to allow the locks to lock in. You know, I did wash it, but I had to use like dry foam wash or whatever. I couldn't like just submerge them because they wouldn't lock because my hair was soft. Once you get them to lock, your hair is good to go. The growing process just rapidly takes place before you know it, because I had actually cut all my hair off, not all of it, but just about a little under an inch. I cut all of the perm out of my hair, all of the relaxer out, and just got to the kinky roots and left that and started. So when I first started, my dreads were so short. They probably was about like, I'm gonna say up here somewhere, way up here. And I have gotten tremendous growth. I mean, in 2 years time, I am so excited about how they have turned out. I have always wanted dreads. It's like one of my dreams to have dreads, but I just never had the patience it takes. Like, it does take a lot of patience, especially when you're first starting, because they do not look right when you're first starting. They look a mess. They have to grow into themselves, and they have to get their own pattern. So once you get them to the point where they got a good pattern and a good flow going on with them, and then that's when you know that your dreads is really doing its thing. So right now, honey, I'm loving it. Because, I mean, I got a little hang time and I don't know how to egg because they all up inside my bed. Oh, my God. They all down my bed. All up and down my bed. For real. I love my dreads now. At this point, I'm just totally in love with the locks. Yes, I am. But anyway, like I was saying, there is a process that you do have to go through in order for your dreads to get to where you want them to be. And right now, I'm super duper happy with them. Okay, so there are some pros and there are some cons to having dreads. Like I said, the waiting process for your hair to lock, for your hair to come into its shape and its own flow, for you actually to get the look that you're looking for, does take time and patience. When I first started my dreadlocks, I actually started them out with 3-strand plaits. They were all small 3-strand plaits, and you cannot tell at all that they were actually plaited. Once your dread starts to dread up, it will completely cover the plait. Now, some people do start with the coils, and I would suggest that over the plaits because it actually takes way longer for your hair to lock with the plaits than it would if you just went on ahead and just got the coils, started off with the coils straight up, natural, all natural. Like I said, I didn't start off natural because my hair had relaxer in it, and so my hair was kind of straight, and I was looking to just go ahead and get my hair to the point where it would flow like I wanted to flow, and it's right there. So next question is, what inspired you to actually get dreadlocks? Okay. I always been like a Rasta girl. I don't know. I love Bob Marley and all of them, and looking back at all of that, and it just seemed like it was so easy to manage, which it is not, but it seemed like it was such an easy hairstyle to manage. Just, you know, up and go, and I loved how long people's hair was getting on it. And I was like, dang, I always wanted long hair. But my hair, when I had my hair out, it was longer. But it took so much to maintain it. And with heating and straightening and all of those harsh chemicals and stuff that I was putting into my hair was so like brittle, should I say, or unhealthy, till my hair would just completely break off. And so now with the dreads, my hair it's like natural, but it's really thick at the roots and it's got the nap and all that. But it is so healthy. I'm so pleased with how healthy my hair is since I have been having the dreadlocks. And my hair seems to be happy too, because it is growing like wildflowers. I mean, it is all down, you know, it's right pretty much like right on my breast line, but it's getting longer. And the back, like, I love, you know, the way that it falls down, and it has grown a tremendous amount. If you guys can see that from the back, how long they are in the back. But yes, they are really growing. And I can just shake my hair, whip my hair back and forth. I can do all that now, and I just couldn't do that before. And you know what I'm saying? But yes, on a serious note though, and here's another question. I'm going to get to the question right now. The question was, Keshia, would you ever consider dyeing your hair? Yes, I did, because when my dreads really started growing, I would see people getting their tips dyed and different colors and stuff like that. And I wanted to do that. But now that I think about it, every summer my hair would turn a little shade of brown. I don't know if you guys can see that on the camera. But this is all natural color in here. The brownish, like, it looks like I got it, how should I say, highlighted, but I didn't. This is all natural highlights. My hair turns this color, like this brownish color, naturally. So I figured I already got the natural highlight tones in there, and I'm loving that. So I'm gonna just leave it as it is, because, you know, I change with the wind, and I might not want to, you know, have the blonde on the end, or the red, the purple, all that exotic stuff. So I figured I would just kind of keep them like they are. Okay, as far as next question. How do you maintain your dreads, and what is your daily routine when taking care of your hair? Okay, as far as my daily routine when maintaining my dreads, now that my dreads have completely locked, I am fully able to wash my hair as much as I want. So I do wash my hair just about every day. The only thing with that, when you have dreadlocks, you do have to make sure that you dry your hair completely, because if you do not dry your hair completely, you can get mildew. It's just like dirty clothes. If you leave them wet and don't dry them, they will mildew. So the same thing with your dreads. You have to completely and thoroughly dry them immediately after every single wash, unless you're just like getting in the pool or getting out, or if you're having a full day at the pool or whatever, I wouldn't worry about it. But if you're going to be just sitting around, you need to make sure that you blow dry your hair out or air dry it. Make sure that it's completely dry and towel blotted after every wash. Next question. I was asked what kind of products do I use on my dreadlocks. Well, I use pretty much all natural products on my dreadlocks. I have used cocoa butter, I use shea butter, I have used what is that, coconut oil, and that is the bomb. Coconut oil seems to work very well on my dreadlocks, and I'm so pleased with the results I received. So what I do is I take the extra virgin coconut oil, and I dip it in from the roots all the way down to the tips, and I swirl each one. So as you can see right now, my hair doesn't need to be retwisted, but what I do is I take my hand and just like manually retwist each one. As you can see, if I do one right now, you will see the difference in how tight it would be at the scalp and how it look like a brand new dress, so like a brand new one versus all of the new growth. So I definitely need a retwist at this point, but I'm just kind of free flowing it right now, and I am actually loving it. Next question. Someone asked, if you had a choice to go back in time, would you regret having your dreadlocks, and would you go back to your natural straight hair? There have been times, like in the beginning of the process, that I was wanting to change my mind and was thinking, okay, I want to go back to regular, you know, just the regular straight hair. But now that I see how it just hold me when I butt, and I love it, and I love the way my hair look, how it just fall down my shirt like that. Honey, I wouldn't change it for nothing in the world. It's nothing like having dreads. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. It's the most, you know, natural style that you could wear. And I do love the way that they look. I love the way that they are turning out. The natural highlights. And a lot of your hair highlights that will come into your dreads if you decide to do the natural highlight method, which I'm doing, is just basically letting my dreads do them. And I'm just, you know, letting them do this off and then just go ahead. It depends on how much you are in the sun, or like, I'm not like in the sun and light a lot, but the more you stay in the sun and light, your hair can pick up the moisture and it can pick up the sun rays or whatever, and it can change the color of your hair. But with me, I think it's more of a hereditary thing, because every summer or even in the wintertime, my hair turns different shades of color. Like right now, you will see this auburn looking brown mixed in, but it gets darker at different times of the year. It gets lighter in the summer because I'm out more in the sun and stuff like that. But as far as regretting having my dreads, no, I do not regret doing my dreads. Next question. If you had a choice with your dreads, would you have started your dreads when you was little? Yes. Now, that is a question. I wish that my mom or somebody had started my dreads when I was little, tiny kid growing up. And they would have really been really, really long at this point. Right now, they're actually long after 2 years of growth. But if, you know, at my age of 42, they would actually have been very long if I had just let them grow. But I wouldn't have wanted them so long. Like, I see some people with dreads that are so long that are down to their feet. That's kind of got to be miserable because you got to hold them up. They do get heavy, you know, especially after you're washing your hair, your towel drying and all that. And mine's not even really, really, really that extreme long. But for me, they are, because my hair length, because of where I started from, put it like that. I had about this much hair and now they have really, really, really blossomed. Get to the next question. Okay, so I did a lot of the pros on having dreadlocks. I'm going to do some of the cons for you. With my microphone out of the way. Now, the one thing about when you start your dreads, you do have to make sure that you proportion them in kind of large pieces. I'm not going to say kind of large pieces, but I think I did mine a little too small pieces, because if you put them too small, and the thing is how much and how often you retwist them. If I was in the beginning retwisting every day, like constantly twisting and twisting and twisting and twisting, and to the point where a certain amount of my dreads had just fell right off because they were thin, and then I'm constant twisting and twisting at the scalp, they will actually fall off. And another thing I noticed, that you will have some dreads that will not form the way you want them to form, and they will require some repair. So I've had a few of them that have actually fell off because it depends on how you twist them and start them. But like now I have a few that are about to just like completely fall off because of the fact that they're so thin on the ends. Now I'm going to show you one that's perfectly fine on the end, and then I'll show you one that's really thin to show you the difference. Like this one right here. This one is okay. This one is shaped up, and it's not so, you know what I mean, it's not thinning out in the middle of the dread or anything. It's a consistent long dread, and it is really good. I'm so like down my arm, like wow, it's awesome. But I'm gonna show you one where the hair is actually about to fall off. I might have to end up just cutting it off to let it start over, because it has become so thin till the hair has basically just pretty much just about to fall off. And this one right here especially, it's 2 points on this one. This piece is just about to fall off. Right here I'm going to lose a lot of hair. Like right here, the whole thing's going to fall off. And right there's another little dent in it where they are so thin, you know, and I proportion them so thin because I like the way they look thin. But beware that when you do start yours thin, you will have situations like this where it can fall off. Like this is hanging on a little teeny strand, and that is hanging on a little teeny strand, and that's one of the cons of dreadlocks. You will have some good ones and you'll have some bad ones. You'll lose some along the way, but your hair grows so rapidly, so you really would not notice the difference at all. And I'm super satisfied with my dread. So I basically, yeah, I do love being a Rasta shape. Put it like this. I love my dreads. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Okay, I had another question. Like, do you have a lot of people in your family that have dreads. Yes, I have quite a few people in my family who do wear the natural hair look and the dreadlocks, and a lot of them are the ones who inspired me to want mine, because I always like the way they look. I didn't realize that it was so much upkeep to them, but there is, especially in the beginning of the process. Like I said, when your hair is learning how to train itself or whatever not, you will have few flyaways, and you will have a lot of hair that you're gonna lose, and like, to put it like that, because all a dread is entangled hair. Like, so your hair, it goes through its own process of entanglement and making it, you know, the way that it should be for you, so that you can, you know, have the dread that you desire. But yeah, having dreadlocks rocks. It's the one you heard that first from reviews by Keshia. Show. I love y'all, and thank you so much for watching. I hope this helps you decide whether or not you want to get locks or begin your journey. All I can say is just do it. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. Just go ahead and do the lockup process. You're really gonna love it. You're actually gonna love it. And I'm so pleased, because so many times I felt like giving up on the dreads and just cutting it off and starting over. But I'm so glad I just persistently stayed with it, because now I'm really reaping the benefits a couple of years later, and it's actually growing so good. I'm loving it. I actually love the size of mine. It's just I think I did maybe a little too thin on some of them, because they are, like I said, falling off or need repairing. But I guess that's normal with dreadlocks. I'm learning as I go along in the process. Like I said, thank you guys so much for tuning in. And I hope this made your decision to have dreads or not to have dreads a little more enlightening. You heard it first from your girl, Keshia from Reviews by Keshia. Make sure, if you have not already, that you press that subscribe button below, and be sure to turn on the notification bell, the vibrating one on top, and that's going to let you know each and every time I come through with another banger, because I'm always going to be all up and on you, whether you want me to or not. Make sure you subscribe, and while you at it, you might as well go ahead and join the family. Join me on that shout out membership level, and that means I will shout you out on every single video that I got coming out. Every single month, I'm going to shout you out. I'm going to shout your business out. I'm going to shout your life out. Everything you want shouted at your website, anything, I got you. Only thing you need to do is join, and I got you. I will also feature you on the front page of my channel for all of y'all. So just do what you do, and press that join button, that subscribe button, and give me them thumbs up. Don't be stingy. Give me them thumbs up. If you a roster chick and you got dreadlocks, post some comments. Let me know how your journey started, what you did and didn't do, questions that people ask you, and how you maintain your locks, and what kind of products you use on your locks. Thank you once again for tuning in. It's been real breezy, baby. Dreadlock style roster chick. You know what it is. Y'all need to go ahead and let y'all hair lock up. Go ahead and get your dreads, so you can be like Keshia from Reviews by Keshia, baby. This has been a real one. I love you. Ate my face. There you back. If you enjoyed that beautiful bean footage, be sure to click like, subscribe, and share, and all of that good stuff. I love y'all. Until the next video. Peace.